Hello folks, welcome along to another Midlife Crisis Guys video, and I'm really chuffed to be out and about again. Now sadly I'm not with my soloist tent, which hopefully you've just seen a review. I'm really excited about using that, but I don't know about anywhere else in the UK, but in the Midlands, certainly the mid-September to now middle of October, it has just been relentless rain. I've just driven, it's about an hour and a half from where I live, back up just the other side of Glossop to Bleaklow, and I parked up on a section of the Pennine Way. You don't want to take a wrong turn out here, really. Well, that has been a long walk. I've reached the A57 Snake Pass. So yeah, here I am. I've reached that point again, and the reason being, where I camped on that really gloomy, sort of very bleak, misty, murky, wet evening on you know, when I got here to this point on the Pennine Way, I was aware, although I hadn't done any research on it, that I camped very close to a site in 1948. A B29, so a super flying fortress, the largest sort of aircraft used basically in World War II, and they were made very famous, particularly the Enola Gay, which is the one that dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. 3rd of November 1948, it took off from RAF Scampton, and I believe on the descent down, whether there was a bit of speculation really as to whether the navigation equipment had malfunctioned. There was typically very low cloud, like the night would have been when I went up there and wild camped. And for whatever reason, it was a dangerous misjudgment, because the pilot, I believe the quote was, nose down into the cloud, of which there was plenty of it, and sadly was completely misguided, whether it be by his instrumentation, I don't know. And sadly, the plane just ploughed straight into Bleaklow, killing everybody instantly. So pretty grisly really. I believe there were 13 fatalities, and I will include all the names, and I'm fully aware that I have to be very respectful of this, because a very sad occasion for the families involved as well. So I'm back. Here I am again, once again, nattering away too much. It's just a bit of a day hike really. It's not too far away, and I'm going to head back onto the Pennine Way, and at a certain point I know I need to turn off the Pennine Way and head up towards, or higher Shelf Stones, the place is called. But I'm aware that as I go up, heading towards the trig point, I am going to come across the crash site. I'm walking into the cloud again. Weather's descending a bit. There are a few walkers around already, and I thought if I got in nice and early there wouldn't be so many people around, but anyway, can't be helped. I'm here and I'm really looking forward to it, so let's go and explore. This is where it kind of gets wild now. So I'll leave the confines and the security of the Pennine Way, and straight away I'm going to have to be very careful around here because of all this rain. It's very boggy, so rather than looking at the camera, I think I'm going to look where I'm walking, because I don't want to disappear down a bog. no way you'll see it on a GoPro, but this is the flight path as well into Manchester Airport, ironically. But obviously I am no mathematician or whatever, but I am guessing the aircraft would have come in from a easterly direction heading towards Manchester Way. I probably completely got this wrong, but I'm kind of guessing it's coming this way to smash into the side of this hill. So I've just got up to the top. You can see the trig point. I've kind of come up at this angle, and I did wonder, I think I've come up the wrong way. I've missed it, but knowing it was close. So I've just come down slightly, turned a bend, and there was some wreckage. Don't expect this still recognisable aircraft, it's just bits of wreckage strewn around, some quite small pieces, so it's not a great big aircraft, long gone. And yeah, let's take a look. I'm a bit speechless, to be honest. Lost for words, which is not like me. I could spend an eternity up here taking photographs, getting footage, but you know what, at the same time this isn't a playground, and I just want everyone to know, much that I've been walking around getting photographs of various pieces of the wreckage, I have the utmost respect. I am aware that people have died here, and I'm not just treating it lightly as though it's just a playground for me to jump around on. I do want to emphasise I haven't stepped on any pieces of metal, as best that I can, just around the outskirts really. You can walk along and think there's nothing there and realise that there's little pieces in the ground as well, but genuinely I've not touched anything, just out of respect for those that died here. So I think I'm gonna make my way up back to the trig point. I haven't actually been to the trig point itself. I got pretty close on the way up here, but I thought I'd save that till last because there's some lovely views over Glossop with Manchester in the distance. So let's go and get some shots up there. So this is Ed, and what's the dog?
Thea.
Sorry?
Thea.
Thea?
Yeah, or Puppy. We call it Puppy a lot, don't we? Hey?
Oh, bless, look at that, beautiful.
Check out Midlife Crisis Guy.
Yeah, that's me, that's
check
very
him
good
out.
of it. And what's your mate called as well?
Dave Outdoors, get and check him out as well. Cracking lad, does some good videos.
Brilliant. Do you know what, he's saying he's shy, but he seems pretty natural on a camera to me. Yeah, get your channel up there. He hikes everywhere, this guy. Anyway, nice to meet you.
And you,
cheers. Wow, wow, wow. That was fantastic. Really, really enjoyed that. Yeah, it's definitely going to go pretty grey a bit later on, so I think I was wise coming when I did. Makes a big difference, but it really does make, it's just stating the obvious, makes such a difference when the sun's out. The colours are so much better. It's just a more pleasant experience all round. So yeah, it's just been an amazing morning. Really glad I've done this. So although it's just been quite a brief episode really, just a sort of quick walk, loop round the Pennine Way, then up to the trig point and seeing the site itself. I like to think I've got loads and loads of footage, and I really do love getting home and getting everything on to my computer and editing. You know, people say, I mean, that Ed, what a nice chap I've just met, Ed. He was a really keen, very healthy looking chap. You can tell he does a lot of walking. I bet he can walk for miles and miles and miles, that chap. But he says he'd love to sort of vlog or, you know, do the kind of get into videography and stuff, but he says he just hasn't got the patience. And I do hear that a lot from people. You know, it's all well and good going out doing all these things, but it's the editing afterwards that takes the time. But part of the fun for me is that's why I just embrace this whole YouTube thing, really. I've got to be honest, it's just the fact that I love going outdoors doing all these activities. I love the filming aspect, kind of looking at different angles, and not only that, I then love uploading and editing it all and putting something together as well. It just, the whole package is fabulous, which is why I'm so I just love the whole YouTube thing. And you know, seems an ideal opportunity to take this point just to say thank you so much again to my subscribers and anyone that does follow me. I've been getting some really lovely comments, really, really kind, and you know, lots of old faithfuls as well that just comment on every single video. And you know, I just so appreciate it, and it really does mean a lot, you know, when I know that people are watching and they comment and just say how much they enjoy it. Or, you know, even if you don't, you know, I at the end of the day, I put myself up there, and if someone doesn't like what I do, you know, and they tell me, fair enough, you know, I can't expect everyone to like what I do, so there you go. But generally, I've been received very well, and I so appreciate it. I'm out of here. Thanks again for watching so much. Really do appreciate you being around. I am going to get out one day with my new tent, with my new soloist, and get that used and get that christened. But once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the next one. Cheers. All the best.